Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Coming up on the program, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu marks Independence Day at Agege Stadium. Lag Ferry takes residents on a boat cruise for the 61st anniversary. State governments hold inter-youth collaboration, and Lekki Regional Road begins to take shape. As Nigeria marks its 61st independence anniversary, the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has implored citizens not to lose hope in the country, despite the challenges confronting the nation, but rather unite with renewed determination to move the country forward.
It's the 2021 Independence Day celebrations in Lagos State. Unlike last year, when the COVID-19 pandemic did not permit such large gatherings in Lagos and other parts of the country, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is out to celebrate with a controlled crowd at the Agege Stadium. He makes his way to inspect the Guard of Honor. Then a parade by men of the Nigeria Police Force. Nigerian Correctional Service, Nigeria Customs Service, Nigerian Immigration Service, the Federal Road Safety Corps, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, other paramilitary agencies, as well as primary and secondary school children.
The NGHS is coming next.
It's been a year of challenges in the country, and Governor Sanwo-Olu is thankful for the small victories, assuring Lagosians of better security, and asks them to continue to support his government to move the state forward.
The challenges we have been confronted with at the time within the last 61 years have been and are no doubt daunting, but certainly not insurmountable. A new mindset is required to overcome them. A new conviction that is possible and that our strength truly lies in our diversity. I'm proud to affirm that Lagos State provides a perfect example within the Nigerian nation of the level of greatness a people of diverse ethnic, religion, and cultural background can attain if they resolve to live together in peace and harmony. At this time, the single most pressing issue for many of you, the people of Lagos, is security and security-related issues. You have heard the alarming report in recent days and weeks of innocent Lagosians being attacked or kidnapped by criminals. Let me use this opportunity to assure you all that at this very moment, nothing is more important to this administration than ensuring that the security of lives and property across the entire metropolis. As we have always said, the security of lives and property is a vital foundation and a precondition for investment and economic development. Therefore, no stone is being left unturned in this regard to ensure that culprits are brought to justice and that, even more importantly, we are able to act preventively and nip crime and criminality in its bud.
As the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria, Lagos State fought to contain the virus, even in the midst of the third wave. While there's huge progress, the governor appeals to the public to continue to obey all safety protocols.
This time last year, we're all ravaging and we're all being held by the COVID-19 pandemic. But I'm glad to inform you that whilst we're not completely out of it, Lagos State government has been able to stem this tide. We have overcome the third wave of the COVID-19 and we're on our way to admonish it completely from our territory and from our state. I therefore want to enjoin all of us to not leave anything undone, to continue to listen to all of the non-pharmaceutical protocols, and to use this opportunity to once again thank and encourage all of our frontline health workers for keeping each and every of our citizens safe.
In the meantime, the Lagos State government says it will continue to work towards making the state a 21st century economy that's beneficial to all.
In the spirit of celebrating the Independence Day anniversary, the Lagos State government organized a boat cruise for residents to have fun on the waterways.
The 5-Cowrie ferry terminal at Falomo is a beehive of activity to celebrate the 61st Independence Day anniversary. Some residents, as well as officials of the Lagos State government, trip in for a boat cruise to mark the day. It was a field day for fun seekers as they moved from Falomo-Cowrie terminal to Ikoyi Link Bridge and other areas on the waterways. And the managing director says it's an opportunity to encourage residents to opt for water transportation.
Here we are now on MV Adimo-Orisha. Adimo-Orisha is one of the boats of Lagos State Ferry Services. We use it to ferry cargo, we use it to ferry cars, and at the same time we use it for social events. This is not the first time. We had Greater Lagos Valentine Extra last year, February. Last year, when Nigeria clocked 60th, we had Independence Anniversary Cruise on this particular boat. Here we are today, 64th anniversary of Nigeria independence. We're also celebrating the way we can on the waterway. We've been on the waterway since for the past couple of hours. We moved from 5-Cowrie terminal in Falomo Ikoyi to Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge to Banana Island. And right now we are somewhere along Ejiri River. We are right now on Ejiri River, taking us to Badore by the left, that is by the eastern side, and by the western side to Ikorodu, Ipakodo. You can see that everybody here is on life jacket, and we are providing the model for every other person that are operating in the industry. Be it private operator or government operator, LifeVerry is setting the standard for everybody, because this is the Lagos of the future. This is what we want to see. All of us cannot continue to cram ourselves onto the road. We want to see everybody that has to do one thing or the other from every part of Lagos coming on the waterway. We are showing it to the world. We are demonstrating to everyone that yes, we can do it, not only on the road, but also on the waterway. So this will give way to multimodal transportation system that we'll be preaching and advocating for since year 2000. We do it on the road by BRT. We are coming on the waterway via LifeVerry, and very soon we do it on the rail as well.
The Commissioner for Tourism, Arts and Culture, as well as the Special Advisor to Governor Sanwo-Olu on Tourism, says the boat cruise is also to promote tourism in Lagos State.
Number one, in promoting tourism in Lagos State, this is the way to go, because many people find it difficult to move from one point of the state to another. But using our waterway will make it a bit easier for our people to move from one destination to another. And we've been able to show it to the public that our waterway is actually very safe for movement. We want to encourage the public to continue to use our waterway to move from one point to another. From the Falomo, Lagberry Falomo to Badagry is just around 1 hour. And then in Badagry, we have so many tourism potentials that our people can just go there and visit. That will speak to what we are known with, like the slave trade route, and so many other tourism activities that is going on in Badagry. But people believe that because the express is not good and there's no need for them to go to that axis of the state. But from our water, we can as well move from one point of the state to another. So we want to encourage our people, even doing your business, you can as well go on our waterway. So that's one of the things we've been able to showcase today, that our waterway is very safe and is secure for our people. If just what you just need to do is to be on your safety guard when you are on the ferry from wherever you are coming from and to wherever you are going in the states.
We are trying to experiment domestic tourism. In the past, Lagosians always jet out to go and relax somewhere, but we are telling them that the government of Babajide Sanwo-Olu is trying to do everything humanly possible to domesticate tourism in Lagos State. We put up this thing in couples of days so that Lagosians can see the reason why they have to have belief in Lagos State tourism. We have so many potentials in Lagos State, so many destinations in Lagos State that you can as well make use of. We have lots of them. Today we are making use of the waterway to tell Lagosians, to tell the whole world that boat cruise is okay in Lagos. It's what they can as well partake in and enjoy their life.
The waterway is an alternative to road transportation, and the Lagos State Governor appeals to residents to explore the possibilities of the seamless connection it affords.
The Lagos State government says it has supported over 40,000 startups with access to finance and reassured residents at the maiden edition of the Inter-Youth Collaboration that it will continue to support and create an enabling environment for them to thrive in their various entrepreneurship skills.
It's the maiden edition of the Lagos Inter-Youth Collaboration, and many of them converge on Agidingbi Ikeja to benefit from the sensitization program of the state government. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his cabinet members are here to encourage the youth on the need to be purpose-driven and hold on to their moral values no matter the environment they find themselves. And the wife of the state governor, Dr. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, who is in charge of the program, says the idea is to encourage the youth in nation building.
This forum, specifically designed for youth groups selected from both formal and informal sectors across the 5 divisions, Ikeja, Badagry, Ikorodu, Lagos, and Ekpe, is aimed at sensitizing youths in the inculcation of moral values which are gradually being eroded in today's society. The main objectives of this program are as follows. 1 is encouraging youth participation in nation building. 2 is creating awareness on your civic rights and responsibility, which will be expatiated here. Providing and promoting access to opportunities profitable for youths. Enlightenment of the youth about the activities of this administration and reorientation. My dear youths of Lagos State, this program has been specially packaged for you to see how you can key into and take advantage of various opportunities available in the state in order to ensure a better tomorrow and a brighter, rewarding future for you.
It's an opportunity to educate them on social enterprise and also take advantage of the different development initiatives from the state government.
People below the age of 30 years are 70% of our population in Nigeria. we have a youthful population. What does that mean? That is supposed to be an asset. That is supposed to be something that will help us to, that will leverage us in many of the challenges that we have as a modern society today. So what that tells me is that there is need for us to build a pipeline of leaders. And that is exactly the intent, the spirit, and the purpose of the Lagos State administration today. If you look at the number of corporates, the number of businesses we have in the country today, people are looking for opportunity. Many people want to be in paid employment. But I will give you what I call the initiative of a social enterprise. If you want to make money, all you need to do is to go to your local community, look for areas of unfulfilled human needs where they have problems, turn it into a business opportunity for yourself. You are solving that problem and you are making money for yourself. What can be better than that? I've seen most people do this and they make more money than people even in paid employment. And just like a direct message to the youth as well, you need to learn how to control your financial future. Most people don't know where their money goes. They don't know what they spend their money on. Know where your money goes. It is important for you to ensure that your expenses aren't exceeding your income.
One of the leading Nollywood actresses, Funke Akindele Bello, is also here, and she enlightens them on the need to be the positive change they desire.
Your success is in your hands. There are lots of mistakes I made back then, but I thank God there are opportunities now for me to correct it. I have another chance. So I see this as a second chance for most of us. Make good use of it. Don't belong to the school of thought waiting they go just talk. Nothing will come out of it. No! No! You have to take a bold step in supporting the government. Like what mommy said, you're on a bike, oh, pass, no worry. When it happens, they want to arrest Okada man alone. No! You said they're supposed to arrest you. Because you shouldn't encourage bad things. Negativity, do not encourage it.
The Deputy Governor advises the youth to stay focused on improving themselves.
There are no shortcuts to success. Most of the time, if people take shortcuts, it collapses. So my brother that was asking the question that, okay, some people don't have formal education. If you sell wood and you don't go to school, if you sell wood and you go to school, you probably arrange it better. Then you'll be able to even market better. So you might still do the same thing. Mr. Governor, I think you remember when Dr. Salami, LBS, was talking to us. He said his father sells spare parts in Ologbowo. The man went to England to do a PhD. So the father said, come and join me to sell spare parts. And he said he was angry. What's wrong with this man? Why is he asking me to come and sell spare parts after a PhD? But because he was educated, he was able to take that spare parts to a higher level. When they were making 10 naira, within 2 years, they were making 80 naira. You understand? So the fact of the matter is, education will always help you, whatever you do.
Instead of making a speech, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu rounded off the event by engaging the youth in a raffle draw and presents the lucky ones with laptops and mobile phones.
The Lekki Regional Road construction is on top gear. The Lagos State government says the project will ease traffic with the Lekki sub-region when completed.
Line the 49.5-kilometer stretch of the Lekki-Ekpe Expressway is not always a smooth ride considering the volume of vehicular movement and the attendant gridlock on a daily basis. The traffic could be more or less depending on the time of the day.
It has been untold, inexplicable, honestly undescribable traffic.
The Lagos State government says it's not unaware of the traffic situation around Lekki axis. The special advisor to Governor Sanwo-Olu on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, gives details of work to be done.
Right from Ekpe Junction, Ekpe up to the T Junction, let us widen the road, change the pavement, and then also get the corridor, the right-of-way corridor for the rail. The coastal road is one alternative that everybody has known, that takes its origin from around Babich, goes through by the back of it, through back of Oniru. Other alternatives like the regional road is also one of them. The regional road is one road that we flagged off in May 30th last year. The contractor has moved to site. So jetties are being built at the Ekpe end. We're trying to get the Lagosians to begin to get used to doing transportation on the waterways.
6 months later, contractors are on ground taking charge of the Lekki Regional Road project.
They are going 35.3. They will go.
The starting point is this 8.75-kilometer road project, which comprises a 500 meters bridge, 251 meters interchange, 50 meters bicycle lane, and an adjoining 500 meters road that will provide easy access to VGC, Ikate Elegushi, Ikota, Chevron Drive, Ajiron, Pinnock Beach Estate, Gracefield Island, and Orange Island.
People have wondered what's actually happening to Regional Road. Yes, the contractor is on site. They've done a lot of work behind the scene, a lot of piling works for the pedestrian bridges, and a lot of sand filling, dredging across the Ikota River. But coming out here today signifies their intent to commence the real bridge works that spans over VGC flyover across in there, and then Ikota Bridge to also take place and overpass at Ajiron. So today is actually the first borehole, the large diameter piles borehole drilling process. And with the cages, and if you zoom your camera, you can see the cages, all of the reinforcement. You can see 3 piling rigs behind us. And that for you, if you are a construction person, when you see those kind of rigs in place, the piling rigs in place, and with this volume of steel also lying, cages prepared, then you know the contractor is ready to fly. Okay. So it's a precursor to the Fort Mainland Bridge. That's what this regional road is. It's an alternative to the Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Everybody knows that the serviceability level of this road has gotten to a state that we need to ask ourselves, can we not do better for ourselves as Lagosians? And so the intent was for the regional road to act as an alternative to this road, and then in readiness to link up to the Fort Mainland Bridge, which is common.
The project is already at 23.56%. Other road users are also put into consideration. A pedestrian bridge is taking shape, and the Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure encouraged residents to ply the pet bridges because the entire state will be lit to ensure the security of everyone.
In the design for the roadway, the regional roadway as it was conceived, you have pedestrian bridges so that people would not be crossing the expressway. So you look at what is the use along that place. There are estates, there are roads. It's a roadway, an expressway, and you have a lot of housing estates all there. You cannot assume everybody will be having cars. But you need to be able to move your vehicular traffic as well as your pedestrian traffic. So for people who don't have access to vehicles and want to actually walk on the roadway, they have a right to use the pedestrian bridge. So that way, you end up not having people to cross a major expressway, which is a bane of problems. So one of the things that we had in the past, that we build expressways and then we don't think in totality about the pedestrian bridges. So, but right from the onset, these ped bridges have been in place, so it allows them to use the road without having to cross. And I hope that people will take advantage of it and would actually use it. On the issue of lightening of the roads, there's a process that we are right now where we're trying to see if all of the sodium-powered street lights, we just change them to the process of having them in low emission diode bulbs, so you don't consume too much power. We spend a lot of money firing diesel, high carbon emission generators, all leading to pollution. But with the retrofitting that we're doing, retrofitting process, changing all of those bulbs to LED bulbs, they are brighter. The wattage, the consumption, what they do consume is lower, so you don't end up spending more money. So we began the process in Lagos to retrofit all of those bulbs, starting with roads like Western Avenue and parts of Lekki, Lekki, some intervals, so they're actually on Lekki Expressway now. Yes, you might see some areas dark, but it's a process.
She also gives an update on the Fourth Mainland Bridge plans.
One of the things I always tell people is, with roads, with bridges, you can't lie. It's either you do them or you don't do them, because these are things that people feel directly. And I want the citizenry to have a belief in us. We told you that we'll conclude and finish up the Pennsylvania Bridge. We have done that. We told you that before the end of this administration, we'll move on with the Fourth Mainland Bridge. And I just want you to believe. We told you that we'll give an alternative to the Lekki Expressway, and exactly that is what we're doing. Seeing this on ground now, seeing is believing. It actually confirms and speaks to the fact that we mean what we say, and we'll do what we said we're going to do. The Lekki Expressway, 1st of December, we flagged off that road. And we said we will try to change the face of Lekki Expressway, given the volume of articulated trucks that ply this route. That's exactly what we have done. The contractor has kept faith. Even though with the dwindling resources, revenues, we have trucked along. It's been a lot of capital expenditure for us, but we know that there is no other alternative to this. And the contractor has finished the rigid pavement on half of the lane, the entire 18 kilometers out of 18.75 on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, they've actually done 4 kilometers out of the next 18.75. That speaks, if the way the contractor is going, by November, all of the rigid pavement should be finished, and then it can then face the other parts of the other drainage outfalls. I think that the citizens should have a belief in us, that we will do what we have said we will do. We're committed to it. Before the first quarter next year, and we're not shifting goalposts. By end of the year, we will already have a preferred bidder and a reserve bidder. But going into hitting the ground, having the groundbreaking ceremony, that will be first quarter of next year.
The ongoing infrastructure work across the states speaks volume of the transformation agenda, and the state government is assuring residents that all the projects will be completed.
That's the program for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Please stay safe.